last of the games that have got a date. The rest are just to be announced, but they are confirmed for 2021. The first one is Overwatch 2. I don't know if anybody has played Overwatch 2. I've never have. It's such a big game, though. Such a big franchise. It's like, I looked it up. It's got like 50 million players on over, and I've never played it. It's such a massive franchise. So maybe it'll be even bigger because it's now. I kind of always think of it as like a PC game. I guess Overwatch 2 will be a little bit more on the console side because obviously the power of the PS5 and Series X. But is anybody interested in this? I guess not, since they haven't played the first one.
I don't like multiplayer games, like as a mode generally. You know, I don't usually play them. So a game which is just multiplayer, just doesn't appeal to me. So and again, like we were saying earlier, you have to like pick a character and you have to become good with, and you just stick with that one character. And
there's a lot of FOMO in games. Like, you stick with one character and there's a roster of another 20. It's like, well, hang on, shouldn't I be trying them all?
Yeah.
But I'm disadvantaging myself in trying them all.
So I work with a couple of guys who play Overwatch. No, what is it? What's the other one we were talking about? Apex. Yeah, and they're really good at that. They're amazing at it. But when they talk about it, it's like, well, I'm going to do this. Have you heard of that? And then they know their characters inside and out, and they get annoyed if the crew they're playing with goes to play as another character. It's like, no, you're not good at that. You have to play as him. And you're like, just seems a bit like you just get locked
like
in.
Destiny in a raid. Brad in raids, signing jobs and things to people. But
just trying to maximize,
I had that problem with Fortnite because I tried jumping into Fortnite when it first came out, and I was playing with a few people at work, and I was just not good at that game at all. And in the end, it just became like I felt like although no one was like picking out, I kind of felt like I was holding everybody back because I was just generally just really bad at the game. So I was just like, I'll just let you guys play. Like you're more likely to win without me, and I'll just play something else. So
that's why I like if you play Call of Duty, you play Team Deathmatch. It's you kind of although you can pick your loadout like guns you use, you're just a character. You're not a character you've been building up and whatnot for months. You're just you're just a guy. You can pick what guns you want to use and then you go for it. So I think that's my kind of style.
Cool. BlizzCon is on February, between the 19th and the 20th of February. So it's expected that the release date will be revealed for then, if any of our listeners are interested in that. Although we kept saying about God of War and Horizon, all about being Game of the Year, I wouldn't be surprised if Overwatch 2 wins it. It won Game of the Year when it came out before, didn't the first one? It's so popular. Although it's not our Game of the Year, I wouldn't be surprised if it actually wins Game of the Year for 2021 because it is such a big game. But anyway, moving on to our next game, which I think looks really cool. It's probably my one of the only games that are on the Xbox that I'm quite intrigued that I wish I could play, and that's 12 Minutes. I don't know if you guys remember that. It's like the indie game where it's like aerial view, and it's like a time loop for every 12 minutes. It's like this man and woman in a room with a table in the middle. And then people knock on the door, and it's like it looks like quite like a psychological thing, like Groundhog Day. It looks really, really interesting. No date. It's coming out this year. Is anybody obviously Brad, Ash?
I've seen the trailer. It looks quite good. It's not really too much to go off on at the moment, really, is there? It does look very interesting. It does look like it's good that they're trying new things.
Yeah. I think the power of Game Pass is like you two can just be like, oh yeah, I'll just give it a go, and you're not
exactly
paying for it. Do you know what I mean? You just download it.
We can do, but we won't. Okay, so don't put that pressure on us. So,
it's 12 minutes, Brad. It's not going to take much of your time.
No, it's going to take me at least 13 minutes.
I'll tell you what, that is potentially a problem with that though, because like speaking of that, like Anthem and that, I've just downloaded that on the Xbox, give it a go for about half hour, an hour, and was like, no, shit, and turned it off. Whereas if I'd actually bought that, I'd probably be like, I'm just going to give this a bit more of a go. So I think there's a bit of a yin and yang with the old Game Passes, because it's only like, well, this is a bit shit, I'm going to have a look what else is in there. I'll download that.
I wouldn't like having that much choice.
Yeah, you just want Destiny, just Destiny. There we go. I'm happy with this. True, yeah. Where's the next update? It's like Netflix, isn't it? I spend fucking an hour trying to find a film, and then find a film and think, oh, I can't bother with this. I'm just going to watch YouTube. so I think sometimes choice is a bit of an issue.
Yeah, choice can be an issue. You just need to throw away all your clothes and just have the one outfit and just wear the same thing over and over again, like a Simpsons
character.
That.
Yeah,
choice.
Exactly.
Choice paradox.
Does no one else do that? Because
that
he just wear the same hoodie every day.
Yeah.
Same one. Yeah. Cool. Next game is Far Cry 6.
Looking forward to that.
Everybody excited for this one at all?
That's one of those games where I'm looking forward to it. I haven't even seen the gameplay, and I know what it's going to be like.
You know what it's going to be. Exactly.
Excited. Yeah,
beat for beat, for it. You know what it's going to be. Yeah, I downloaded 5 last year, and I haven't played it yet, but I will get around to it at some point.
5 was really good.
Loved
the
5.
ending of 5 was amazing because it was like, shit, man, that's so different. That's what?
Yeah, it happened.
Yeah.
What?
But it still didn't make any sense because his brothers were knobheads, so they did have to die. They was like, oh, he was right. It's like, yeah, I know, but his brothers were torturing people. Like, they weren't good. We should definitely have killed them. But, it's I really enjoyed that game. I even played. What was the one that come out after that? It was like
New Dawn.
Yeah, I even played that and completed that, and that weren't as good. But yeah, I am looking forward to the new one.
Yeah, I think one of the smaller studios did New Dawn. Ubisoft Toronto, which are doing 6. They're the ones that did 5, and they also did Watch Dogs Legion, was their last 2 games. So
yeah,
kind of Toronto, and what's their other studio in Canada? Montreal, yeah, they're the 2. If it's not made by one of those 2, you kind of want to be worried about a Ubisoft game because the rest of the studios are nowhere near as good.
If it's Ubisoft Quebec, you're like, nah.
No.
Is that? I don't even know if that's is that like a?
Yeah, no, I think that is a studio. Yeah.
Okay. I was just trying to make.
I think that is one of their studios. Yeah.
Trying to make a joke and it just turned out it was actually right. So I should have said Ubisoft Mountie or something like that. I don't know. So that was Canadian. Mountie syrup.
Maybe. I don't know.
Hockey. I'm just listing things that in Canada.
Leave it. Let it go.
Trees.
I'm not that excited for Ubisoft. Not Ubisoft, sorry. Far Cry 6. It's just because I'm a little bit bored of Far Cry. I just kind of want it to, I don't know, evolve a little bit, change. I don't know. I just feel like it's the same game since 3, 4, 5, and now 6. I just feel like it's been the same game, but in a different location.
Yeah.
But like, there's not been much change.
Number 1 was mental as well. It was like you're a guy, and you take this woman to an island because you're a fisherman or sightseer or something, and then there's terrorists.
You get experimented on.
Halfway through the game, it's like, there's monsters. You're now like some sort of beast man. And it's crazy. And then the second one was good. He's in Africa and you have to just take malaria pills.
Because you got malaria.
Yeah, and you had like little...
all your best friends die.
Yeah, your best friends come to help you if you phoned them up and that. And if one of them injured, you could give them too much morphine and put them out of their misery. That was a trophy. Yeah, it's just...
it was like Goodnight Sweet Prince, weren't it? Was the trophy.
Is that the trophy what it's called?
It generally was, yeah. It was harrowing. It was like, I'm not going to call them. I don't want to call them because I don't want them to die. I just died myself.
And then
That's a dark trophy, isn't it?
Wow. It was, yeah.
From, like you say, from 3 onwards, it's basically been the same, rinse and repeat. 3 and then 4 was very similar. I haven't played 5, but I can imagine 6 is just going to be, the same. But I really enjoyed 3 and 4, so I dare say I'm going to enjoy 5 and 6. So
I remember number 1. Number 1 was crazy. I remember that again. That got hard quick when you turned into that beast mode.
It did, yeah.
I don't think I finished it. Just shooting some people. Oh wait a minute! Now I'm a beast man.
Yeah, beast man activated, and you're just running around like with this beast vision or something. It was weird. It was odd.
See, I would really like that. I kind of want them to do something like that, but I just don't think they will. I think it's just going to be more of the same.
Yeah.
I think another issue is that they took out. There's no dialogue for the character that you play as. Like they don't speak.
Yeah.
I think that is a problem. Like that was in 3, and I've really was his name Brody or whatever his name was on the island.
Yeah,
It was like,
that was amazing. That really
I like that he was like talking. He was a character that he was playing as, and but they don't talk. You're just playing. I guess maybe it's yourself. I don't know, but yeah, I want them to talk and actually play as a character. I think that's another issue or an improvement I could just add to it. The next game is another Bethesda game, which is Ghostwire, which seems to be a action first-person game by Tango Works. It's the team that made Evil Within 1 and 2. Never played an Evil Within, surprisingly. Not into horror games. Anybody excited about this? Seems a bit parkour, fast.
No, not really.
Bioshocky, do you think? A little bit Bioshocky with the powers in first person? And
from what I can remember of the trailer, it kind of like, I don't know why, it reminded a little bit of Death Stranding-y, because they've got a ghosts and that, so I don't know. So, but yeah, I don't know. It's not my
okay, I didn't get that vibe, but cool. Anyway, I guess no one's excited for that. We'll move on. God of War, Ragnarok 2, whatever you want to call
it. Boring.
Never heard of it. Move on.
No.
Move on. The next one is. Is anybody going to talk about?
God of War? I generally do want to talk about God of War though, because I'm really excited.
We'll go back. We'll backstage. Go on, Ash. Talk about this game we never heard of. Tell us.
I am really looking forward to it. Again, I'm worried. Yeah, I am worried. I'm worried, young man, that they're going to ruin it. I'm worried. I'm worried they're going to ruin it because they might. I don't even think they knew it was going to be that big when they made it. They was like, "Fucking hell, people are really enjoying this game." So I'm hoping they can get that story. They can get that story working, and it's not more of the same. Like your son's being a bit of a prick, and then he's all right. Oh, he's actually all right. He's a good kid. I don't want more of that. I just worry. I know they can do it. So I am looking.
It's surely going to continue. Obviously, not. Is it too soon to spoil it? But it's just going to continue from the events of how the last one ended, right?
Yeah. I reckon so. Yeah, I like the gates and traveling to different dimensions and stuff like that. That's all fun. I don't think they need to add loads of more weapons. I like what they done with the other. With the original God of Wars, they made your weapons that you already got a lot better. So, and they added they added little things like, you got a shield. It's not the main part, but you used it to defeat that boss and stuff like that. I don't want it to be, it's loads of weapons now. I liked having the Chains of Olympus and I liked having the axe. It was brilliant. It added enough diversity to the gameplay to be able to switch between the two.
Yeah, no, I think they'll add one more, and I think it will be once you kill a certain god, I reckon you'll take his weapon.
Poseidon.
Try not to spoil it for people, but you can probably guess what god it is and what weapon it is. And I really want that weapon. I think that'll be so cool.
Yeah.
I still not convinced that it will come out this year. I don't think it's not coming out this year. So although it says confirmed, I don't think it will.
Yeah, I put it on the list because they did say 2021. Yeah. There's no date. It could easily be pushed. Most people that like podcasts I listen to, everybody's saying it's not coming out in 2021. Yeah. There's no chance. But yeah, at this moment in time, it's recording. Like I said at the beginning, this may age very poorly. Exactly, They may say tomorrow that, sorry guys, due to delays, it's coming out in 2022 now. But yeah. Is it going to be a PS4 or is it going to be a PS5?
I want it just to be PS5. I don't want it to be
it's going to be.
100%. I'm not being horrible. I've got a PS5 now. It don't need to be on PS4. Just put it on PS5.
Should be. It's first, but they're going to want to push people onto PS5, aren't they? And what a better way to incentivize.
Like another we've seen now. There's a few games where they're trying to put it on the previous gen, and it's just holding everything up, and it's just stop and just put it on. The PS5, Xbox Series X and S. So
cool. Yeah, no, I totally agree. I don't think they will. If it comes out this year, I think this year is the transition period because I was surprised when I saw Horizon's going to be on PS4, and I think they're going to do the same for this, just for sales. Like 115 million PS4s, and it's 10 million, 5 million copies that they just won't sell because PS5s might be still people might be struggling to still get them. So for money reasons, I think they will just they will still put it on PS4. I don't want them to, but I think they will.
I think the thing is they need to if they really want people to get older PlayStation 5s, they need to start selling games exclusively for PlayStation 5 because with that they're gonna have to make sure people are getting hold of PlayStation 5s, not necessarily buying through scalpers. They're gonna have to start making it so people who want that console can get hold of it, because PlayStation want as much money as they can get, and selling a game and a console is going to make a lot more sense than just selling a game.
Yeah,
but again,
yeah,
it's if they can work out the logistics of stopping scalpers.
Sure. Yeah. No, I see your point. I kind of think it's just word of mouth at this stage. It's all about the PS5. People just want a PS5, whether or not there's any exclusives or not. The PlayStation, Sony could not release one exclusive this year, and it would still outsell the Xbox just because it's just the brand. It's just you want a PS5. There's TikToks about it. There's Instagram. I want a PS5. I want a PS5, and it's just word of mouth at this stage of whether or not a game is on PS4, PS5. I think just people although we kind of look at the news and we're into games, most general people just don't realize that there's a PS4 version and a PS5 version. They'll just see God of War PS5 and just think that's PS5 game, Probably people thought the same about Spider-Man and all these other games, that are on both. So yeah, I think it's such a big brand at this stage. It kind of doesn't really matter. There might be a few people that were like choosing, but let's face it, Xbox are not offering anything. So like they've got the competition. If Xbox were like, we've got exclusive after exclusive after exclusive, and we're pushing the hardware, we've got Halo, we've got Gears, then maybe, but they've got no competition. So and that's the issue.
Yeah, definitely.
So Gran Turismo 7, which we're not into driving sims. Braden, are you?
I'm a huge Gran Turismo fan.
Yeah.
Well, used to be. So what one's this now? Gran Turismo. I'm a huge fan. Gran Turismo 7 was wasn't 7 the last one? So isn't this going to be 8?
It says 7. I thought the last one was Sport. Was the last one called Sport?
Yeah, I think they released a few that wasn't numbers, were they? Because you had like Gran Turismo concepts and and all that. So
I don't know. Like they ruined it. They fucked it all up. Gran Turismo Sport was so disappointing. It was a great simulator, but they took away all the competitions, all the core enjoyment of Gran Turismo, what it always was on the PS1 and PS2. I love those games so much, but Gran Turismo Sport, it just took it all online, and you had online competitions, and it was you had to suddenly take it really seriously, and they took all the fun. I don't know what you'd call them. Like they took a lot of the fun. I know it's a simulator. I get that. It's not it's not Need for Speed. I totally get that. But I just liked the whole concept of having a garage of cars that I owned and having to win certain races to earn the money to buy the cars you want, to build your garage up. All that they took all that away in Sport, and it just became this weird online shit that I didn't enjoy. So I do love Gran Turismo.
Do you reckon they were trying to compete with Forza? And I guess what PlayStation was trying to do when they launched the PS4, I don't know if everybody remembered, but Drive Club was supposed to be that thing, the arcadey like driving sim in between, and obviously that was an absolute disaster at the launch. Never really launched at all. So maybe they were like, oh crap, we need to make a driving game because it's such a big market. Like every console launch, there's always a Forza, a Gran Turismo, or a Drive. Do you know what I mean? They always have to release it for marketing purposes. So I think they were just trying to adapt it to like the market and take a little bit of Forza's money, but obviously it doesn't always work.
I'm going to see what it's about, but if it goes back to its cause, I will be all over that.
It looks like it. It looks like it from the trailer I saw. It looks more just like Gran Turismo, which doesn't interest me, but for Gran Turismo fans like yourself, I think you'll like it. VR as well, so you can play the whole thing in VR.
I always thought it'd be really cool playing Gran Turismo in VR. That would be that would be amazing.
Give yourself a little driving stick, little muff,
Motion sickness though on driving games is I can handle anything on VR, but I played, it was Drive Club actually that I played in VR, and I must have taken the headset off after 5 minutes. I don't know if they've made improvements since then, but I was like, oh my god, and the rest of the afternoon chugging.
Maybe the power of the PS5 will improve that. I'm not sure, but we'll see.
Hopefully.
Hopefully so. Yeah. Gotham Knights, which is an action role-playing game, multiplayer game made by WB Montreal. Obviously, the team that made the very underrated Arkham Origins. It gets shit on, but it's not that bad. It's all right. This is probably my highest anticipated game outside like the first party games. I love Batman and can't wait for it. I love the Arkham games. Is everybody else just as excited as me?
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to it. It's going to be interesting how they're going to do the mechanics of it.
Yep. Yeah, absolutely.
That
Cool
many- that many
Valve.
characters.
It's a dream. I can't wait. Honestly, geeking out about this.
Yeah, no.
Try not to think
really
about
looking
it
forward
because no, that's one of the things. You just have sleepless nights just thinking about it. I've been wanting this game for ages. It's just Brad's face. You not excited about it, Brad?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm excited about it, but I don't dream about it. I don't dream about it.
Just me. I'm the weirdo.
Yeah. But no, I'm looking forward to it. Yeah. Again, jump on, have a give it a go. One of us players, Batwoman, Robin, and what is it, Red Hood?
Red Hood.
And then
Nightwing.
Nightwing. So
Yep.
Give it a go.
I'm hoping with that they really do go to town with the with Red Hood. I want to be able to shoot people, and actually see some gore going on because he didn't hold back. And if they're true to the comics, that's how it should be.
Yeah. It's not. I think it's already confirmed that he's going to be using rubber bullets.
Yeah,
so he's part of the Bat family.
This is what annoys me.
Non-lethal weapons. Well, I was saying that in Arkham Knight, when you're shooting people with your non-lethal cannon from the Batmobile, they would. I mean, they were. They were.
It was a rubber bullet, okay.
The amount of people you kicked off a building, they're dead. I kind of hope they're dead because they're seriously injured. They're really badly in hospital.
He's got broken pelvis.
But the amount of times I've done it in Spider-Man as well, where there's like a tall building, I've just swung and kicked them, and they've just gone flying off the edge.
I don't know.
They're dead.
I don't know if it's on the PS4, but on the PS5 one, now I'm playing a remastered. Every time you kick someone off the building, if you have a look, they're webbed to the side.
So, I didn't notice that. Okay, that's really cool.
They fly off, and then they web them. They web them to the side of the building. So
okay, that's quite cool. I've never noticed that. Okay, cool. Fair enough. The next game is Halo Infinite, made obviously by 343. We know it's coming out in fall 2021.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody excited for this?
I am. Yeah, I want to play it.
Yep.
I do. Yeah, I haven't played Halo 5 yet. I will play it before the other one comes out, although apparently it's more like a movie than it is a game. But yeah, I used to be a very big Halo fan. All the lore, and everything. So yeah, I was big into it. So I'm looking forward to this. Because the trailer they showed, although it was a bit shit, it did remind me of Halo 1. First time landing on the Halo ring. So, really looking forward to it. Looking forward to playing it. So yeah, I will play that. Hopefully, if it does come out obviously if it comes out on the Xbox One, I'll be able to play it. If it comes out on Xbox Series X and I haven't got one, then I won't be able to play it. So
cool. Yeah, no, I reckon it'll come out on both. Although I feel like they probably should drop it just to make it the game it needs to be. From like you said before, I think it was you that said it. They just can't. They've committed now, and they have to release it on one.
They've said it, so they've got to go through it. Yeah.
It's a bit like Cyberpunk, isn't it? It would have been so much better they just dropped the last gen because it was clearly holding the game back. But they committed. It was a PS4.
It got announced when it was the 360 and PS3 era, and then they just completely skip over PS4 and Xbox One just come out PS5. Yeah, it's a boring game. I'm not really enjoying it, if I'm honest with you. So
boring game, Cyberpunk. Yeah. Really? Okay. Well,
I'll still
one day do a little I don't know, discussion about it one day. Ash, are you Halo? Are you excited?
Yeah, I do enjoy Halo. I'm probably not excited for it. I'm hoping it's going to be.
You can't just carry on talking.
Keep talking.
All right. I'm hoping it's going to be one of those games where I actually enjoy it and it takes me by surprise. But like Brad said, the last one I played, Halo 5, I just didn't really enjoy. I didn't complete it. Did you end up completing it, Brad?
I haven't played it. The last one I played was 4, and it was a bit. I don't know. It was a bit, a bit quick when you was fighting. I can't remember what they're called. What are they called? Was it you either fighting the Forerunners or
Forerunners?
Someone. Yeah, and it had like all the like the cyber, drones and all that. Yeah, I just didn't enjoy it that much. But
yeah,
I think the best one was Halo 3. Well, the first three were the best ones, and Halo 3 was amazing.
I'm hoping they're going to reboot it and it's going to be really enjoyable and it's going to be one of those games where I am going to go out and pick that up. It's got really good. Everyone's raving about it, but I'm not holding my breath for it, which is a shame because it always used to be the case that I was really looking forward to Halos, but it went the same way as Gears of Wars for me.
Gears of War was kind of off a cliff as well, didn't they?
I just couldn't bother them.
Again, I haven't played the last Gears of War. I haven't played 4.
No, I haven't either.
I haven't played 5,
and I can play that for free.
Yeah, exactly. And 4 was just...
But to be fair, I've heard people say the newest Gears of War is really good, so maybe I should give it a go. I don't know.
Yeah.
Cool. I don't know what I missed there. Brad, did you say your thoughts on Halo? Are you interested? I know you haven't got an Xbox, so you haven't been a fan of Halo or anything like that? No?
Well, I've never played one, but I've always wanted to play one. It could be, like kind of like Brad was saying, like he probably will get an Xbox eventually if there's a good reason to. And I'm sort of the same mindset. I'm in no rush to get one, but maybe Halo will be that game where fuck it, I might end up going over. I'd love to play a Halo game. I only heard so much good things about it. It's got such good history.
They've got some good exclusives, So if they did bring out like the Halo's good, and then they bring out a really good Gears game and Fable when that gets up and when that gets up.
Fable.
They've got some good exclusive. Crackdown. The first one was really good. The third one apparently is just a mess, but they have got some good exclusives, and it would make me buy a console if they release them. So
yeah. I hope they do what I kind of predict that they will do eventually is the streaming service added to smart TVs and put Game Pass on there. And if it's on my TV and it's just an app I can boot, I'll give it a go. I'll subscribe to it 1 month and give all these games you're talking about that I've never tried, these big franchises, the Fables, the Halos, the Gears of War. If I can just download it on like an app and stream it, I definitely. And that's what I hope Nintendo do as well, because I haven't played my Switch for so long, and I kind of even like Breath of the Wild 2, I'm kind of like, that's the only game that I'm kind of would pick it up for a game, but it's like I'm not interested in playing it anymore. Maybe it's because I got my shiny new PS5 and I'm playing games in 4K 60 and then going back to this tiny little screen and it's doesn't look so good. I don't know. I'm just not really. No, don't know. The next game on the list is Horizon Forbidden West. I am really, really, really excited for this game. I really like the first one. I hope the first one hasn't aged well. Like I said last week, I went back and played it. You can't climb, you can't do certain things. And I'm pretty sure by the trailer, she was climbing up some rocks and she was swimming and stuff. So I think they're probably going to add a little bit more dynamics to the gameplay and modernize it a little bit.
You couldn't jump, could you, in the first? Am I right in thinking you can't jump? I know you can roll.
You can jump.
Okay.
You can jump. You can.
Are you sure?
Yeah, it's like a short jump, but you can't like climb or anything like that. The only time you could climb was on like the long necks where you did like the scanning thing where you opened the map a little bit. That's the only time you could climb, but you could jump and roll and stuff. And it was a really good game, and I'm really looking forward to this. It looks like it's just going to be a bigger, better version of the first one, which I think it was on the cusp of just being a really, really solid game. And obviously Guerrilla's first game outside Killzone, and I was never really a fan of Killzone, to be fair. So I'm glad they did start doing the Horizon. Bredem, I know you're a big Horizon fan like I am. Are you excited for this? Can't wait to play it.
Yeah, this is my most anticipated game for the year, definitely. Buzzing for it. I loved the first one. It was a solid 10 from me. Really, really enjoyed it.
Yep.
So yeah, don't know much about it. Obviously, I saw the announcement trailer, some really visually stunning scenes underwater, and some big scary dino bots. Can't wait.
Yeah, no, same. Yeah, I think it's gonna look gorgeous. The first one was stunning, wasn't it? It was like the game that was like, look what my PS4 can do. Especially when I think it came out around the time the Pro came out, and it was like, oh wow, I'm playing a game in like the 4K with HDR, and it was like, wow, the colors and everything. It was it was incredible. You guys, I know you're not as hot on Horizon as me and Bredem, Were you excited? You going to play it?
I didn't really play too much of the first one. Again, if they could make this so you can climb and stuff like that, and make it a little bit more probably adventure-y, so you can explore a little bit more. Yeah. I know they've got underwater, and everybody was losing their mind over that.
Sure.
It reminded me of when Fable 2 come out, and it showed a clip of him jumping, vaulting over a fence, and everyone was like, "Oh my god, look, you can vault over a fence." If you're a fan of it, that really excites you. But yeah, that looks pretty good. If they can improve on the elements of it, like you say, I probably won't go back to plan number 1. I'll just look up what happened in it. There must be a reason everybody's hyped about it. So
the story's really good. I thought the story. I know Brad S doesn't like the story. He has no taste anyway, proven by Last of Us. But
Bugsnax.
We won't get into that.
Bugsnax. Yeah, gave the year.
Let's not open Last of Us again. Jesus.
Yeah. All right, we won't. But yeah, no, I thought the story was really good. I thought it was actually quite an interesting story with why all the machines are how they are, and the origins of Aloy. And without spoiling it, I think it was, and obviously it's quite obvious how it's going to continue. I never played the DLC. I wanted to play the DLC when I bought the new version. I was going to get the trophies and play the DLC, but it just hasn't aged well, so I just can't do it. But I thought the story was really good. I'm intrigued. I don't know if you thought the same, Brad.
Yeah, I thought it was good. I thought it was interesting. I was really eager to get to the end to find out. I can't remember that. Do you know what? My memory's terrible. I can't remember the story. I remember. Well, yeah. Anyway, I won't try and recite it for spoilers anyway. But I remember I was gripped and I was quite satisfied with it. I did do the DLC as well. I think it. Yeah, that's good.
Does the DLC continue the story, or not really? Just.
No. I can't remember. I don't think it does. I just remember going up to the top snowy area of the map, and there was this fuck off machine, the biggest thing I've ever seen in my life. Just having a huge fight with it. That was kind of my takeaway point from the DLC. But yeah.
I imagine when you say huge machine, I imagine just like a massive iMac just sitting there. Just it doesn't move. It just shouts horrible stuff at you.
I did like the game. As I say, the story didn't grip me in that, but I did really like the gameplay and the various ways of taking down these machines. Like the ones you had the big, like the fire backs, like the brief fire, and you could attack that and take them out, and those crab ones and that. So I did enjoy the game. I don't know why the story just didn't grab me. I was invested in it, so I will play this one. I will play the new one though, because it does look good.
Yeah, there's like those robot turkey things. Do you remember like the birds where they used to jump?
Yeah,
they were horrible things. They used to scream at you and jump at you and stuff. Yeah, they were really tough. Some enemies were really good.
Invisible jaguar type things.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh my god, yeah, they were horrible.
Yeah. The enemy types were really good. Like the diversity and how aggressive they were. Like they just didn't stand around. They would all just go for you, and they had their different abilities. No, it was a really good game. I can't wait for this one. The next game is Hogwarts Legacy, which I'm sure we're all excited for. Yeah. I did look it up about Avalanche. So it's being made by Avalanche Software, which is not the same as Avalanche Studios. Avalanche Studios was the team that made Just Cause, and was it Mad Max as well, and Rage 2, etc. Avalanche Software was a development team owned by Disney. And in 2017, Warner Brothers bought them. And previously, they made games like Disney Infinity, Cars. They made basically movie tie-in for Pixar, which has kind of made me think maybe we should lower our expectations, because this studio hasn't ever made an RPG before. And I'm expecting this full grand, Skyrim level Harry Potter RPG. I don't know if it's going to be that. So, maybe temper our expectations for it, but I hope it's good. The trailer looks cool. I can't wait for it. But yeah, is everybody excited for it?
Yeah, I'll play it. I don't get excited. I don't get excited for anything anymore. I don't look forward to nothing. So
just your age, mate.
I don't get.
What's the point? So I'll be playing it. Yeah, I'll give it a go. Yeah, it won't be as good as Harry Potter Chamber of Secrets that come out on the original Xbox. It won't be as good as that because that game was the GOAT. So
that game was amazing.
It was a really good game. Yeah.
Was that the one where you collected like magic beans and things like that? Jelly beans. Yeah. I played that game. I like that game. That was good.
It was really good.
Quidditch was in it as well, I believe.
Yeah.
Was Quidditch in it?
Yeah. You
I like that game.
Cards, collect the Bertie Bassett cards you get. No, you get them with the chocolate frogs.
Yeah, Bertie Bassett is a real world thing. That's not.
Oh, is it? Oh.
Bertie Bassett.
I thought when I walked into that sweet shop, I'd broken through.
Bertie Bassett is the Harry Potter.
Fucking lawyer. But I am really looking forward to it. Again, I don't know how it's going to work. You'd hope the way they would do it is the people who watch the original films are my age now, which is old. So you'd think it would be a little bit more aimed towards us. But again, you know what they're going to be like. They're going to be like, we want everybody who's into Harry Potter, even the people who enjoy the film, like the Fantastic Beasts films. So younger people, they're going to be like, we want to get them as well. So it's going to be interesting to see how they tackle it. If I was them, I would just go for the demographic, which is slightly older, because we're the ones who can afford the consoles and we're the ones who are going to enjoy it. But no, I am really looking forward to it. Again, I'm probably like Brad. I'm not looking forward to it majorly because I've had a few disappointments lately. So hopefully it'll be amazing. Hopefully it'll be everything we wanted from an RPG, Harry Potter RPG.
Yeah, I was really excited. Well, I do get excited. I'm an idiot. I get excited, get disappointed all the time, and I don't learn. As soon as I see a trailer, I get so hyped about it. Every Sony conference, I get hyped about every trailer, and then it's just like, it's just naff. So as soon as this trailer came out during the Sony conference, I was so hyped. I was like, wow, this is incredible. But I do think it probably will be for the younger audience, just because it's the games that they made. Cars 2, Toy Story, and maybe there was a project they got given by Disney, and obviously Disney Infinity was their biggest game they've ever made. But yeah, I would be a little bit surprised if it isn't aimed at a younger audience. But it won't stop Brad. Brad obviously loves bug snacks. I'm sure it'd be easy.
Exactly that.
You'll love it.
Yeah, even like the last Harry Potter film was quite dark, so. So hopefully, even if it's at that level, like when he cut that snake's head off, that was a woman. That was a real woman. We learned that from the Fantastic Beasts film. So hopefully,
I didn't know that because I don't watch those films.
Oh, well. Seen them either. No point now.
I didn't know that either.
That's what I mean.
Spoilers. Just
spoilers. By the way, there might be a couple of spoilers coming your way.
Doesn't count. Brad M, Harry Potter fan, excited for it?
Yeah, big fan, very excited. Just got to really try. I'm the same as you. I just get bought into marketing so easily. I'm such a mug. But just got to try and temper those expectations. I'm cautiously optimistic, but at least we do know that. At least we've got the privilege of understanding that it's not from a studio where we've got high expectations. So we're going to be going into it cautiously, I think,
we can only
which
be
is
surprised.
Good. Yeah. Let's hope it positively surprises us, I guess.
Yeah. And then again, that isn't even secure anymore. I thought CD Projekt Red was a secure thing that there's no way they could make a bad game. And I don't think Cyberpunk is a bad game. Obviously, the bugs